Now then, I'm going to move on now. I've probably upset lots of people, but anyway, there you go. So I just wanted to show you that, and I'm just wondering why that last person was not highlighted. And, you know, anyway, so that's it. So I'm going to move on now from Nicola, because there have been arrests in... there's been an arrest in, you know, we were talking about the Savannah Soto murder, which was a poor teenage girl, 18 years old, shot, her and a partner. She was 9 months pregnant. She was just about to be induced, and we were talking about it. I don't know who was on there, but we were talking about it on one of the lives the other night. And there's been an arrest. Let's have a look. So it's a father and a son have been arrested. So the culprit, the person who actually murdered that young couple, I think is an 18-year-old boy, but his father has been arrested as well. Probably, I don't know if it's for aiding and abetting after the fact. I don't know. Hi, Katrina. Have you been following it, Wendy? It's very sad. It's so sad. You know, I think it's like drugs gangs at the heart of it, isn't it? Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, no, God, that was another one that I'm going to talk about.
Hey, you, and welcome. My name is Mike.
So that's something that's one of my favourite YouTube channels. And I wasn't mentioning that on purpose. It's just I pressed the wrong button. Right, hang on. Let me find it. Got too many windows open. So I'm going to close down a few windows. Why did that come up? Is this it? Yeah. Right, I found it. Okay, so yeah, there's been an arrest finally. 19 the boy is, but his father is, remember we watched the video and his father showed this sort of quite big guy getting out the car. His father is the big guy and the 19-year-old is his son. So let's just have a look at this.
Are you sorry for what happened? Did you know she was pregnant?
Oh, always fake news. So.
They say it's fake news.
This is your final chance to say something about your side.
Hey guys, we're going this way. Yeah, guys, always one-sided. You don't even know what's going on.
Back up, guys. Back up.
Let's that, guys. For the family. You sorry?
They want to know why. Why did you do it?
You sorry?
Did you do it? Why did you do it?
Did you know she was pregnant? Huh? Did you need her?
Why was it the whole family?
Close to Christmas? Why, man? You need remorse? You sorry?
Ain't you sorry for lying about what you're saying? You don't even know what's going on.
Well, tell
You
us.
just made stuff up like always.
Tell us. What's going on?
Did you shoot them?
Did you shoot them?
An unborn baby. Did you kill them or did you just hide the evidence?
How'd you know Savannah?
Was it retaliation?
You sorry?
If it wasn't you, who was it then?
Watch out, guys. Closing door. See you. See you, guys.
Ebo, you are naughty. So this is the son, the 19-year-old son. Now, you know, I know that guy's his. I mean, what would you? Just can't imagine if your 19-year-old son comes in and says, "Oh, I've just shot a man and a 9-month pregnant woman," and you go and help. I mean, what would you do? I don't know. Oh my God, I would never have to find out. Well, I won't have to find out now.
Did you do it? Were you involved?
Are you sorry for what happened? Anything to say to your family? How does it make you feel, an unborn baby? What do you want to say to your family, to Savannah, to Matthew's family?
You sorry? You sorry? What message do you have
Nothing
for
to
the
say,
family?
an unborn child. It was an entire family.
You sorry?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sergeant Washington Moscoso, WASHINGTON MOSCOSO. So the individuals you saw this evening, the first individual's name is Ramon Preciado, 53 years old, SID number 443651. The second individual is Christopher Preciado, 19 years old, SID number 1191061. So the two individuals we just walked out today, again, is a father and son. The first individual is a father. The second individual is a son. They're going to be charged. The son's going to be charged this evening with capital murder, and the father's going to be charged with abuse of a corpse.
Gosh. So
I'm going to go on.
The son will be charged with capital murder, and the father will be charged with abuse of a corpse. That's very strange, because they were left in the car, weren't they? The couple. So I wonder what that means. Awful, isn't it?
The whole thing. We all know what kind of led us to this to where we are today. I will say that when we recover, or when the bodies were discovered on Danny Kaye, obviously the investigators made that location and started collecting evidence. One of the key pieces of evidence that we did collect at the scene, the cell phone, and so our technology team was in there with enough information, and so that information was given to our detectives today. With that information, the detectives were able to find a possible location of where the.
Hi, Mal. Good night, Nick. Now, Mal, I just seen you saying you don't know this case. This is it was an 8. I think she's 18, wasn't she? The girl, 17 or 18, 9 months pregnant, just about to give birth, was due to be induced, and her partner, her boyfriend, who's 24, I think he is a little bit older, and they were found shot in their car. And at first it was thought that he might have shot her and then shot himself, and it had been a murder-suicide. But then they realised it was a double homicide. So that poor girl and her 9-month-old baby, because then they weren't found for a few days. So obviously that baby could have lived, probably, if they would have been able to get, you know, if help would have got there quicker, that baby might have lived, I suppose. Anyway, never mind. So they've just arrested this father and his son, and they were just saying there, the father is 53 years old and he's been arrested for abuse of a corpse. And Ebo, you are so bad. You're really bad what you said. And the son, who's 17 or 18 or maybe 19, has been charged with capital murder. Very, very sad.
The suspect vehicle that was released on that surveillance camera, the surveillance video, possible location where that suspect vehicle might be. They made that location, and sure enough, the vehicle was there. They did a little bit of surveillance on the video or on the vehicle, and then were able to determine which house it belonged to. They went up, knocked on the door. The first gentleman, the first individual, the father answered the door. He knew why the police were there. Was cooperated fully with the investigation. We're right here to headquarters, and our detectives were able to start interviewing both the son and the father. Again, they were both at the home. They were both brought down here, and the interrogations began. Through interrogating the individuals, our detectives had enough. Based on what they said, there was enough information there to get a warrant signed by a judge tonight. Again, to charge Christopher with capital murder and Ramon with abuse of a corpse. Again, there will be more charges pending. This is what we have right now. I'll answer any questions tonight.
God.
And then use of the corpse charge for that. Does that mean that you guys didn't present with them and then the dad helped hide the bodies?
Yes. And so I want to touch base on something real quick. Since the release of the video that we put out on the 28th, there has been, internet has blown up with people sending tips and people just sending misinformation. There's a lot of misinformation out there. These two individuals are the only suspects that we were looking for. They were arrested. There were many names being thrown around on the internet. Those people had nothing to do with this. We vetted them and everything. They didn't have anything to do with these murderers. So the individual, again, Christopher, we believe committed the murders of Matthew and Savannah, and then Ramon helped kind of dump the body. It appears to be a narcotic related deal that went bad.
We know the connection between this father and son and Matthew and Savannah, or the connection to the apartment complex.
So there's no apparent connection to the apartment complex. It's just a place where they went to go dispose or hide the vehicle with the bodies in it.
I was just seeing, I don't know if it was Wendy or Heather that just said that, yeah, they do seem, the USA police seem to be more on it, but they still haven't found Rachel Marin's killer. He hasn't been found yet. We need to look at that again one day. Not that there's any developments, but there's some YouTubers trying to, well, there's a particular one in America, but anyway, I don't know. But they do seem to, lately, it seems these high profile cases, they do seem to have caught the perpetrators quite quickly, but not in the Rachel Marin case, have they?
And it appears that it was a drug deal. So there was like a drug connection to the suspect. And
well, we said that there had to be to do with drugs. You could tell from their social media, Instagram and things, where they were posing like with great big wads of money and things. You could see that there must be some drugs involved there. Just so sad. Such young people, all of them really, apart from the father. Even the perpetrator, so young, just like get involved in these lifestyles.
The two victims. It's just when you hiding the body, moving the body after discovering that and all that kind of stuff. Yep.
So it just said hiding the body, moving the body. So is that sounds that maybe they were not shot at the scene, that the father and the boy have moved those two bodies. Oh my God. Moved those two bodies into that car, shot them somewhere else and moved them into that car by the sound of what he's just said.
December 21st, which was a Thursday, just before midnight is when the actual murders took place on that.
And are they going to be charged for the baby? Because in the state of Texas, technically they can't be charged for their...
Right. So like I said, there's going to be possible charges pending, more charges pending. Our detectives are going to talk with the Bexar County DA to determine if they're going to be any charges facing any charges related to the unborn baby.
And do we know if she was dilated at all?
I didn't have that information from the medical examiners. I know that she was scheduled to be induced, and she didn't make her appointment, which is why the family went to the police to file the missing persons report.
Did he say where exactly they killed her?
I don't have exactly location. We just know that they were killed at a different location and then taken to the apartment complex to dispose of the vehicle and the bodies. But there was some Spanish questions I wanted to not.
So, well, you know, at least they've been caught. So, which, funny enough, though, do you remember when we did, I don't know if you remember, but the other video that I did on it the other night, there were different suspects, weren't they, that were arrested? They were young, it was other boys, young men that were arrested, but they were arrested, weren't they, and charged with, what was it, possession of a weapon and things like that. So they were arrested for different things, but at least they've got the perpetrators. But anyway, yeah, so they've killed them elsewhere. How could they, just thinking about them moving that girl and she was 9 months pregnant, why didn't they think about the baby? The baby could have been saved. But anyway, never mind. Just Jean, what you were saying there, yes, I've seen the list has been released, and tomorrow night on Friday Night Live, that's what I'm going to do. That's what we're going to look at, the Jeffrey Epstein's Fantasy Island. Do you used to watch that? Somebody mentioned that on another thing, Fantasy Island with, was he called Tattoo, the little guy on there, and yeah, I used to watch that every Sunday. It was really good. Oh, Rio, you have to throw a sickie, Rio, tomorrow. Or what? Well, you can always watch on catch up, can't you? But yeah, that's what I decided that I was going to do tomorrow, and I've got I'm going to prepare that tomorrow properly, and we'll have a look. Of course, Andrew's on it again. What a surprise! Qué sorpreso, in Spanish, qué sorpresa. Did you like that, Chumba? I did, yeah. Oh, Rio, need the money, yeah. January, difficult month, isn't it? January is a nightmare month. After you've sort of, after all the expenses of Christmas. Yeah, Katrina watched it as well. Yeah, I'm going to have a fantasy. I think we'll have a little look at Fantasy Island tomorrow. Let's just have a look at some photos to remind us. I mean, there'll be people out there who won't have seen it because it'll be before their time. But it was really good. Yeah. So I'm trying to think. So what did people? So the people went there to live out their fantasies, didn't they? Yeah. Yeah, we'll have a look at that tomorrow as well, I think. Yeah, that's Epstein's island, the Fantasy Island. Oh, well, he did have some little people on the island as well, especially for Stephen Hawkins. We're going to be looking at Stephen Hawkins. Can you believe it? My God. Just goes to show. Oh, something else.